up, guys? So today's movie that I'm going to be discussing is How to Build a Girl, which is directed by Coky Giedroyc and is an adaptation of Caitlin Moran's semi-autobiographical novel of the same name, and the screenplay is written by none other than Moran herself. Loosely based on Moran's own life, the film is about a young, uncool girl called Joanna Morrigan, who's played in this film by Beanie Feldstein, who you guys might recognise from films such as Lady Bird and Booksmart. It's 1993, she's from a council estate in Wolverhampton. She shares a bedroom with her brother Chrissy, who's played by Kineston. Her mother's a bit depressed, her father's a failed musician, her life's a bit grim in general. And because she doesn't really have any friends other than her dog Bianca, she finds her escape from her less than thrilling life in books. She's a total bookworm. In fact, her bedroom wall is plastered with the illustrations of all her favourite inspirational people, both real and fictional. If you keep your eyes peeled, you'll see a lot of famous British faces making little cameos on this bedroom wall. But yeah, you'll see the likes of Jo March, Elizabeth Taylor, Sigmund Freud, Karl Marx, William Shakespeare, Sylvia Plath, Julie Andrews, and David Bowie. Is it Bowie or Bowie? I don't know if I said it right then. Desperate to break free of a small-town existence, Joanna applies to be a rock music critic for DME magazine in London. The owners of the magazine are taken aback by Joanna's brazen country charms, so they give her a chance, but her swooning, romanticized schoolgirl reviews of like the Annie soundtrack don't quite cut the cheese with them, so she has to reinvent herself in order to be taken seriously by her male journalistic peers. With a striking new look which involves vixen red hair, fishnet tights, a corset and a top hat, Joanna soon makes a name for herself as a venomous rock critic under the pseudonym Dolly Wilde. How to Build a Girl is a grungy, sexually active, coming-of-age comedy that's got plenty of charm thanks to its superb performance from Beanie Feldstein. Beanie Feldstein is a star on the rise. She's actually Jonah Hill's sister in real life. She has been known for doing small supporting roles, but last year with Booksmart, she was one of the two leads, and she's really stepped up as a leading actress now, and she is absolutely incredible in How to Build a Girl. I will say her Wolverhampton accent does dip in and out on occasion, but it is a hard accent to nail, and for the most, it works. But Feldstein's portrayal of Joanna is just the perfect blend of vulnerability and inspirational. She's such an easy protagonist to root for because she's plucky, dorky, and ambitious. And watching her character development, watching how she grows in confidence, finds her voice, finds herself, it's a very rewarding watch. For this being a small town girl making it in the big city, it does hit a lot of the familiar beats you would expect it to hit. It's very much a rise, fall, rise narrative. So yeah, it is quite formulaic and generic in its structure. But having said that, there were a lot of laugh out loud moments in this film, like the comparison of a vagina to the Joker's smile. There's a priceless poetry reading about Joanna's dog on national TV, and an unfortunate sanitary pad incident during a gymnastics class at school. It kind of reminded me of the comedic stylings of Tina Fey, that whole self-deprecating, embarrassing humor. But that's one thing that I loved about How to Build a Girl, is that it's not afraid to get dirty. It relishes in the taboo. Joanna is a curvy girl who quite openly discusses her wet dreams and sexual desires without a drop of shame. She's actually quite a rarity for female protagonists, and therefore refreshing. What's great about Joanna as a character is that there are many dimensions to her. Like, she's not perfect, she does have flaws. When she starts gaining success and notoriety for her bitchy reviews, it starts going to her head, and she begins to lose her small town girl integrity in favour of a juicy story and starts hurting those that she cares about. Like the Welsh singer John Kite, who's played in this film by Alfie Allen. I love that this film isn't afraid to get messy. It shows Joanna at her best and her worst. But when it comes to the portrayal of rock and roll in this film, I did think it played it a little bit safe. There's not really any mentioning of drugs, which is kind of hard to believe. So yeah, it's less rock and roll and more indie pop. But you also can't deny the infectious spirit of this film's soundtrack. It's filled with 90s bangers from Bikini Kill and Manic Street Preachers, as well as some genius uses of Salt and Pepper, as well as Tomorrow from the Annie soundtrack. I adored the soundtrack to this movie. I hope they release it on vinyl. So it's time to ask those three questions. Firstly, would I watch this again? Perhaps. It's not a film that I feel the immediate rush to rewatch. However, Beanie Feldstein is marvellous in this film. She's so charismatic that it's the type of performance that you would gleefully watch again. So yeah, I probably will rewatch it at some point in the future. Question number 2, do I recommend it for you guys? Yes, even though this film is quite predictable, it's a zesty coming-of-age film about self-discovery with an unconventional lead, which is very easy to love, and it offers an interesting perspective on class, sex, and female ambition. So yeah, I'm going to recommend it. And question number 3, what score am I going to give it out of 10? I had a pretty good time watching How to Build a Girl, although I would say it's a bit of a disposable watch because it is quite predictable and some of the caustic dialogue does come across a little bit unauthentic. Joanna seems to have the insight of someone way beyond her years, and at times it does come across a little bit hokey what she's saying, but having said that, Beanie Feldstein sells it so well and she's so much fun to watch. So I'm going to give How to Build a Girl a score of 6 out of 10. But as always, this is just one bloke's opinion, guys. I want to hear from you. Have you seen How to Build a Girl? Are you planning to go see it? Have you read the book? How does it compare if you read the book and seen the movie? I want to hear from you guys, the fans. What did you make of this film adaptation? And also, what's your favourite Beanie Feldstein movie? Let your voice be heard in the comments section down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Also, don't forget to click subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, it's all in that video description down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Airfield, and I'll see you next time.